Hi, hello. At the time of recording this, it is November. I have no idea when this video will actually come out, but I wanted to make like a Prism Swap kind of thing because Ginger Ninja OWO, aka like the person who made made Prism. They did a similar thing where they basically swapped Miraculouses around. I don't know if it'd be canon. So like a character got a different prism if they'd just be like wearing the exact same outfit or if it'd be different. I don't know, but I'm gonna operate under the logic that in some alternate universe, if like the prism magical girl is like if they got a different prism, it'd look different. So I also did like throw in the ones that aren't official. Like these were the ones in the I forget what it was called. The video where they randomized like magical girl dress up games and did that. I threw in those and also um I was able to deduce that there's an angel slash seraphim. I forget what kind of angel it was specifically, but I was able to deduce that there's like an angel themed magical girl. So I don't know if it's like Angel in general or just like a specific Seraphim theme or whatever it was called. I'll have to look it up. But um, yeah, I wish I could work on this like soon, but I have like the self introduction video, and then like also I want to introduce my stories. I hope this video will come out eventually. Oh, and also the NaNoWriMo weird vlog thing that I'm making that will come before like anything else. But I just want to get this out of the way so I can figure out, you know, yeah. Oh, also, these aren't either, some of these are like characters, these are basically all characters that either aren't a magical girl to begin with or just don't have like the designs. Let's just do them in to give us a little bit more variety and stuff. Okay. Let's, let's figure out, let's actually randomize them now. So, Shezway, and then let's see, Shezway with Emmy's Prism. Okay. Next, let's do 15. Dilution! Oh my god, I love Dilu. They're so, she's baby. Okay, let's see. 17. Angel! Okay. If after this I actually look up what the fuck, the name of the angel that June was clearly referencing, and it's like I may do something a little more specific for Dailu, but we'll have to see. Dailu as an angel, angel. Okay. Next we have Hisako. Okay, I love Hisako. So let's see what I get to do for Hisako. Hisako with the orchid theme. That's gonna be kind of hard, but oof, I'm excited to draw Hisako, but I'm not too enthused for this orchid theme. Uh, all right, I guess can't change that now. 25. Choco. Okay, one of these was like already a magical girl, and like I think people in the Ginger Ninja OWO Discord server speculated that one of these two was like a one of these two girls was like a ballerina themed magical girl, but I don't know. I don't know. And one of them is just a little child that's friends with you. I actually I don't remember which is which right now. Um 13. The Queen's Garden. Oh god, I'm not excited for that one either. Oh god, okay. Um Last one. 20. We're not doing Choco again. Mix it up, mix it up. Who is 3? Azumi! But I did already draw her. Yeah, let's do someone else. 10. Moriko! I forget who that is. Oh, wait, that was like the red, what's like the bitch from like the Red Hood, whatever that was called again. I forget. But it was that. Okay. Mariko as a night theme. Okay. Is she? Alright, here's who I've randomizedly been gonna draw. So Shezway will be Fox themed like Amy, I don't know. June pronounces it like Emmy, but I think in Japanese it'd be pronounced more like Amy. So I don't know. Dilong is an angel, Hisako with the orchid thing, which I'm not really excited about. Choco is the Queen's Garden, and Mariko is Pretty Night. This sounds really fun. If only we had Mariko civilian design, but whatever, I guess. Okay.
Hi, hello. I don't know if you enjoyed listening to me recording that, but I don't think I really explained it too well. So, for the uninitiated, it is not out yet, but Ginger Ninja OWO, also known as June, is currently developing it with their team, and it's gonna be a magical girl show. Allegedly, maybe they'll change their minds, but from what I believe, it's gonna be a show where people, not just girls, question mark, because we know at least Emmy is not a girl. They're non-binary, but they're still in. Uh, Apparently that's from what they last talked about. That's gonna be a whole thing. We don't really know the specifics yet, still, but basically, people, but mostly probably girls, can join like this volunteer magical girl thingy called the Prism Corps, I believe. And they get the titular prisms, which are like little animal looking creatures, but they're like light based or something. Uh, they have an active form, which is like the creature form, and then a dormant form that's in a colored shape. And Katsumi, I believe, will be the protagonist. I don't know, maybe it'll follow all her and the people in her magical girl team as she acquires them, and the other people in her team she's like destined to get, which is like almost an unheard of in the organization. So, okay. So, I did sort of kind of mention it before, but before I actually like sat down and randomized these like actual designs and stuff, I did like a one to like practice to start off, one that's very self-indulgent. So first I wanted to take Azumi, who is for those who don't know, she's on Katsumi's magical girl team. She is acquired second. First Katsumi gets into the organization, then she gets Emmy, and then she meets Azumi. So Azumi is second. So I took Azumi and I swapped her prism with her cousin Hisako. And Hisako's prism, the actual name is Tharja, and the theme is a vampire. So, oh, and also, I don't know where else to say it, so I guess I'll say this here. I encourage you to take the themes and the characters that I do and do your own takes if you'd like. It'd be fun to see what other people want to do with these themes and characters, even if they're not mine. Tag me in June if you post it. I'd love to see it. Even if you don't like do like exactly what I do, like Azumi with the vampire theme, it'd still be cool to like inspire other people to do this. So, okay, jumping to the speed paint. So this is just like translating stuff into my style. So for some reason, like drawing Azumi's eyes in my style is so weird. Like in in June style, it looks awesome and really cool and cute. But in mine, it just doesn't look right. But I think I got it. And of course, I made sure to make Azumi chubby. She's just like me for real. And then for the actual design, I made the mistake of taking out the more purpley colors, so it's more like magenta, fuchsia, reddish pink. Oopsies. That's my I made the hair black and down because I feel like female vampires tend to have hair that's just down, and I think like for this design it might not be a good idea for it to be bright, like fully bright. Like Hisako's hair is like bat wings, but I think if I remember right, it has like a purple little underside. So I also gave her a headband with those roughly collars I see on male vampires. And I also gave her that popped collared triangle thingy behind her. I don't know what that's called. If anyone knows what that's called, say it in the comments or don't. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it up on the screen now. The blood lipstick was too good to not do in my design, so I kept that. And I gave her those necklaces that resemble blood. I found one of those while designing it, I think. I don't know if those have a name also. I did have the coffin tie, but it's more like a choker accessory rather than a tie. And I got rid of the sheer layer on the top and changed the trim and the color of the top part. I lowered the bodice thingy so the corset is shorter just above her waist. And I also did a fun little asymmetry thing with one long batwing sleeve and another short ballroom-like sleeve, I guess it's called. I kept the claw glove because it is her weapon on the left, but the right is more like a wrist guard to take up the space that is open or whatever, I guess. I really do love the wide open skirt thing, but I want to do something else just for the sake of this design being my own take. So I gave her uh like it's kind of like a pencil-y skirt that's like shaped like bat wings. And then I gave her this like side part that I don't know what to call. It's like jewelry. It's like flower with the cross on it. It's cute. I like it. I don't know what the heck it is, but I like it. And then the shoes, I gave her boots with the cross zipper. I wasn't thinking too hard about the shoes, to be honest. And that is my design for Azuma. That's fun. That is my design for Azumi with the vampire themed prism. What do you think? Is she a magical girl enough? Now that that's out of the way, we can move on to the randomized ones. The next magical girl out of the randomized ones, the ones I randomized, that wasn't necessarily the order, so I just kind of pick and choose, jump around a little bit. So first one I decided to draw was Dilong with the angel/throne themed prism. The name of that particular prism is unknown at the moment because this is all based on what I've speculated, because I was like looking at like the prisms featured in the one video and then the magical girls in like the U animatic, and I was like, wait a minute, angel like theme, eyes, hello, I think these are connected. So not confirmed. So anyway, sorry. Translating Dailu was mostly easy. The head in the front view kind of threw me off. I drew the cheeks like real big at first, but I got it eventually. So actual magical girl design stuff. Could have sworn way back before I drew this, I wanted to draw Dailu as a different angel, but apparently both the OG magical girl and Dailu are throne angels. Cause like I tend to do like I put together like stuff like a few days before I actually draw it. Cause like when I'm like in school, I'll like take out my computer and like look at my Gmail and just look at the stuff I've collected for myself. That's kind of like my drawing process. So because this is based off my speculation and I could be wrong, so I was a little more free with the colors. Yellow obviously had to be the main color, but the accent could have been whatever I wanted. Originally I was going to do blue, and I guess it technically is still there. The dress, I'm pretty sure, is like a super light blue, but it looks so white. So I don't know. Does it count? You guys tell me. I also wanted Dailu to have wings, but more subtly. The OG magical girl I referenced this off of, I don't think she even had wings. So again, something to do to differentiate. So one pair of wings is like the weird yellow bangs on her forehead, and then around her waist was like a wing like belt. And then I also did wings on her feet, though I think it should have just been one wing on each shoe rather than a pair of wings for each shoe. So she's got like 4 pairs of wings instead of 3. Oopsies. I also wanted to try something more subtle for the throne aspect, so I made those weird circle wheel thingies, I don't know what those are called, into like a metal accessory around her waist. Sort of like those prom queen sashes, except instead of fabric, it's metal, I guess. I don't know how that would work. It might be annoying. Who knows? Don't think too much about it. Also did white and yellow makeup. I didn't have a real reason for that. I just thought it looked very pretty. And then that's the same for the arm things, because her arms just looked kind of empty. And the dress itself is based off of both my own perceptions in my mind, which is like long white dresses with long sleeves, but also what you find when you look up angels. Didn't want to go too crazy. And then the shoes, I wasn't sure what I was gonna do, so I ended up just doing a lace up sort of ballet looking situation. I lost my place. Okay. Then like right at the last minute, I realized I didn't put the eye symbol anywhere, so I fumbled around trying to find a place to put it before I finally just slapped them on the shoes since it worked best there and called it a day. And that was the first randomized prism swap with Dailu Zhang as an angel slash throne themed magical girl. I really love this one, but let me know your thoughts. Okay, so next up, I decided to do Shezway, or more, not decided, more like I decided to do this one next. So I chose to do Shezway with Swars, I don't know how it's pronounced, Emmy's fox themed prism. While Dailu, I tried to do something more subtle. Shezway, I wanted to try something more overtly fox themed. I was inspired by Miraculous Ladybug's Reine Rouge and Volpina, since they managed to get across the fox theme pretty well, and it's very overt. So, yeah. And I also looked up fox themed clothes. I think the only thing I really found slash saw really was like this fluffy fox coat. I would show it on the screen, but I tried to like look up like where it was actually from, not just like the Pinterest person, but I don't know. I believe it might also have been AI, because looking at it again, I was like, it looks a little AI, so you'll just have to use your imagination, I guess. So for like the actual like translation into my style, Shezway is like nothing too out of my real wheelhouse in terms of stylization, but the pose was a struggle. And I think it was also not a good idea to do this like side pose. It was also like not a good idea because it makes things really hard to see. Okay, so as for like the actual design, start off with the hair, because like if you don't know, Kat and her team, they all have like hair that mimics the shapes of an animal's, and I think that's such a cute idea. I love that. That's so iconic. So it was kind of hard to think of something different to do with a fox, but I found this one hairstyle though, and I was inspired by it. There's not really many other ways to do the ear looking things, honestly, but my idea was that it's Cat and Amy's like conical shaped hair buns, but like it's made entirely out of braids that are wrapped to mimic the shape of like the conical hair bun thingies. God, if those have a name, I'd like to know. If anyone knows, tell me in the comment section below. And then it's like 2 braids on the side of the head, right? And then those 2 braids are like braided together or tied together. I drew it more like a ponytail, but it might be better if it like was actually braids braided together. take a shot every time I say braided. Um, so for the clothing, I took inspiration from the coat and like I also took inspiration from like Fox's like fur patterns and stuff. Like the inner shirt is like a fluffy thing to mimic the fox's like white inner whatever. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know stuff about animals. I like animals. Do I know much about all of them? Not really. The legs in this drawing cover up the area where Emmy's prism shape would probably be. In case anyone wanted to know where the prism shape is at, it's like the idea was that like it could be zipped up, but it's not really, it's barely zipped up. It's only zipped up enough so that it like forms this little like area where it's like cinched in, but only in one place. If that makes sense. I'm sorry if it doesn't. I think originally I wanted to do like a pencil skirt, but I didn't know how to pull it off in this pose, so it became shorts, and then fluffy boots were once again inspired by fox patterns because like their feet and their legs they are black, except I didn't do it black, I did red. It's because I wanted to use the accents, and that's Shezway is a fox themed prism. So yeah, this design is not good. I like the separate elements. Each could be spun off to become a different design, but altogether it doesn't work. It's not feeling like a prism design or a magical design either. I think if I did this again, it'd be more like the coat design I was inspired by, like maybe like a Cruella de Vil inspiration, high fashion and regal. You know I don't like the design, but what do you think? Do you like it for some reason? Do you have another way you'd try to fix this? Let me know. Okay. Sorry. Next up, we have Moriko with Awo Kubota's, I don't know why I said her full name, with Awo's night-themed magical girl prism thing. See, you can tell that this isn't really scripted, but I just wanted to get this quickly out. So, for Moriko, we don't really know much about her yet. We have, like, her design, and that's it. Only her design. She's one of the ones that we don't really know much about. So, this was one of the ones I was, like, less enthused about because I was a little nervous because I really love, like, Alwo's, like, updated design, but also I love like the original's colors. So I'm like, shit, okay, how am I gonna do this but make it original? So, I really like how June like does a lot of like hair to mimic like stuff of the theme, like Katsumi's like team all having like hair in the shape of like animal ears and tails, and like Awo's hair being the shape of like a knight's feather plume thingy. That's fun. So I wanted to continue this trend. I feel like I keep doing that, but Awo's hair is meant to kind of be like you know, like for a knight helmet, they have like the little thingy that they can like move up and down to like cover their face, but like they have the grills, I guess you'd call them, like in the thing that moves up and down. I don't know knight terminology, guys, if you couldn't tell. Basically, I wanted her hair to mimic that. I don't think I pulled it off too well. I think the slits should have probably been like a lot higher. So that's what I did for the hair. I went for darker purple because the yellow looked weird. Speaking of the yellow, I was not quite sure where to place it because I remember Awo, like when June originally described Awo, June was like kind of more powerful, average, but the new color seems to imply Awo is pretty weak. Because the only yellow I'm seeing is like the dress, a little bit on like her like handguard thingies, and like maybe like the ruffles on her sleeves. So it seems Alwo has lost some of her power. I'm not sure. I think this like back thing might count as like more powerful, but I don't know. I don't I don't know like the exact like powered thing. June doesn't really have it figured out either, it seems, based on that like prism design thingy thing. um anyway, uh moving on. So I did similar sleeves to Alwo's second design, or sort of. It's kind of taking from both the original and the updated design. It's got like the sleeveless look from the first. Yeah. Um. So like I gave her like a breastplate that's like star shaped because that seemed cute. Um. And I also thought like pairing it with a mini skirt might be cute. And then I was also worried that I might have strayed a little too far from the night theme, so I gave her armor boots. They're kind of similar to Alwo's, but not really. I think like they look pretty similar. I think I just didn't do like the star indent thingies. And then I did like, since Alwo has like a long jacket, I guess it'd be called. She's got a long jacket. So like she's got like a long jacket. I did it more like a little scarf. But it kind of accidentally calls back to Mariko being the magical girl that's like Red Riding Hood but like a wolf. I don't know like the exact theme name, but yeah. So overall, I'm not sure if this is too far of a night, but I think it's cute. I mean, I also don't know if it fits Mariko. I don't know if this is like too mature for Mariko as a character, but I think it's really cute. I also forgot to say like the stylization of Mariko and my style wasn't anything like, it's nothing too bad. I was a little lost on the head shape because we only have Mariko in the chibi form. I could have looked at her like prism form in like the U animatic. I don't think I did that though, or maybe I did. I don't know. I don't remember. I did this a week ago, but I already forget what I was doing. Anyway, yeah, stylization. Nothing too hard. Eyelashes were very exactly in my wheelhouse. Those were fun. That was one of my favorite parts. Anyway, let me know what you think of Mariko as a night themed magical girl, because I am not sure how to feel right now about it. I would really like your thoughts on her, in addition to some of the ones. But she's gray area. My thoughts on her are mixed. She goes in the middle. Okay, moving on to the next one. Alright, so second to last one, we have Choco with the theme of the Queen's Garden, or a rose in the Queen's Garden, whatever it's pronounced as. So this is one of the ones I was nervous for. That's kind of like the way it went. Like I started off with ones I was like more confident, and then slowly went down to ones I was the least confident in. Okay, sorry, I just needed to pull something up. Okay, so I think for this one I was kind of like concerned because I was like not sure how else I could differentiate, to be honest. But as I was drawing, I had the idea to do something that's a little more like thorny, more thorns. June did kind of include thorns, but it's like very subtle. I didn't even notice they were there until I looked at Ellie's design. So, I also looked at like the concepts and like the original like randomized magical girl design too for inspiration to give me more ideas and stuff. So started off, I wanted to try doing something that looks actually literally more like a bush. Was it a great idea? I don't know. You tell me. Roses. I also included more literal roses. June has like one, not counting like the shape in her eyes. I put them like I put them as like a little belt, but also like as like little rose cuffs, except they don't look very rosy around her hands. Whoops. I also like did like the drippy blood like thing like on the skirt. Because I was not quite sure what to do with their shirt, because I didn't know. Like, I like the original, but I felt like, I don't know, I was very unsure with this one, so I felt like I had to do something different for the sake of it being different. You know? Because, like, some of these, like, they have had things in common, but in general, it's like a different take on the theme. So, for the top, I kind of took, like, the lower, like, the white part of her dress, like, over skirt, I guess you could call it. I took, like, that, like, petal, like, design and just, like, did it on her shirt and then made the lower part green. I also tried doing it just plain white, but it looked weird, so white and a light green. And then I also did thorn earrings and thorns around like her shirt collar and also around her bun. I keep doing this thing. I keep doing the thing where the theme is reflected through the hair. And here I was gonna do that again. The bun was like the middle part of a rose, and then her bangs and the rest of her hair would resemble a rose, way more from above than from this angle, but I failed miserably. You probably might be able to see it. But yeah, I just grabbed it, so I just did like a bun on the top of her head and just kind of was inspired by Choco's like original hairstyle and just kind of did that. And then for shoes, I wasn't sure what to do, to be honest. I didn't have many ideas. This theme is already hard. I didn't have many ideas for shoes besides another rose, but I didn't want to do that because I think we have plenty. So just kind of like inspired by like the overskirt thingy again. It's like imagine like a sneaker, but then also there's like a little flowy fabric thingies on top of it. That's kind of what I was going for. And then also thorns down there again, because of course. As for stylization, I mean, like face and eyes and eyebrows, that's fine. I'm not great at drawing children. There's a reason I draw like teenagers and young adults. Honestly, even like old characters I can draw better than children. Drawing children are hard, and I definitely worried a little too much about if I was accidentally gonna make her look like an adult. Like I almost did like a choker, but with thorns, but I thought that might have been too. Oh my god. Sorry. I thought that might have been too adult, so I didn't do that. But yeah. I don't know. I'm like partially endeared, but I also partially think this is ugly. I don't know. Let me know what you think for this one. And on to the last one, which I'm the most scared of. We'll see. Haven't drawn that one yet, but we'll see how that one turns out. Oof. Alright. And our last prism swap will be Hisako with the Orchid Prism. I've held off on this one just because I really had zero idea what to do for a long time. But after realizing June was pulling inspiration from the Orchid Mantis in the video they designed, Yuzumomo, but just like smaller, I had more of an idea on what I could do. So first off, on the art side, I tried a more ambitious pose of Hisako leaning forward to blow a kiss, and it did not turn out the way I wanted it to, but I just kind of stuck with it, hoping it looked okay, but it never really got to that point. But that's my L. I'm taking that L, I guess. Stylization-wise, I think I made the face shape kind of weird, and the eyes don't look quite right, but I didn't fix it, so again, my L. Anyway, onto the actual design. So for the eye color, I tried out yellow and pink combo for the eyes. Not sure if I like it, nor if it'd be canon in the Prismverse. It's really this entire Prism Swap idea is dubious already, so whatever. I tried making the hair uh just blonde rather than blonde and pink, and doing it short because I don't know if long hair would look good. I really loved Momo's original ear thingies. I don't know if they're ears, so I did that just without the ribbons. The outfit, I did a sleeveless sleeve look. I guess that's what it'd be called. Vocaloid, whatever the Vocaloids were doing, that. And with a corset and a mini skirt. I really love the original design's dress. Question mark. It's like a long, form-fitting dress, I guess, and leggings. But I did something else more for the sake of doing something different. I do still like Momo's design, but it's just like I gotta change something, so at least I have a reason to be like doing this video instead of just here's this character, but now they just changed outfits. I also do like the cape slash like scarf thingy. I think it's more of like a short cape. But again, I was worried about it being too similar to Momo's design, so I took that off. For the corset, I did a bow, and the end mimicked Momo's gold trim on the original dress. And I also added the lines from Momo's dress as well. For the miniskirt, I added lines so it matches better with the dress. For the legs, I felt like it had to be armored in my design. I wanted to keep that because I did like that too. It's very unique. So I tried doing something less detailed, but I did try out the orchid-shaped knee pads. Still don't know if I like them. Overall, for this, I think what I did was just okay. Nothing horrible, but like nothing outstanding. Like I've said before, please give me your thoughts and feel free to take a stab at either doing your own Prism Swaps, whether it's the ones I did in this video, or do the same concept with different characters. And that is it. Those are my 5 Prism Swaps, including the warm-up Izumi, or not including the warm-up Izumi. She doesn't count. She's the warm-up I did for funsies. In the future, I might follow the format June did to design some other magical girls and do drafts and such. Just because it looks better visually. The way I did it is, it's alright, I guess. I would definitely be open to doing this again at some point, but I'd like to know if you guys would want it sooner or you'd wait a little longer before I did another Prism Swap. If you'd like to support me or the channel, check out all my socials, read my stories, Kingdoms and Keiko Kuromiya. They're on Wattpad, AO3, and Royal Road. And check out my Patreon for behind-the-scenes stuff and early access. Patreon is currently very empty, but if anyone does join, I promise I'll update it as best as possible. That's it for now, guys. See you in the next video.